All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Off the Ropes. If you are new here, hit that like button, hit subscribe, comment down below. On today's episode, we got some special guests on the podcast. Kind of forced into bringing them on, but it's okay. We love bringing guests onto the podcast, especially if it's an Off the Ropes podcast. They're fighting out of the PACIFICA Wrestling Foundation, also known as PWF. Stuffed up there, boys. Sorry, you're just a bit intimidating, but they do have an upcoming event called Tribal Warfare 2. Now, we got Vinnie Vain and Ethan Hughz, both named Made Men. Tag team, boys. We love having a tag team on, especially with these boys. Hey, how you been, boys? I'm glad to have you on.
First things first, it's the Pacifica Wrestling Federation.
Sorry.
You're going to put us over.
The disrespect.
At least get it right to start off with, boys. At least get it
My
right.
bad, but I'm just the way I feel a bit intimidated right now, if I'm being honest.
What do you expect from a bunch of Canterbury supporters?
They want to go there now, hey.
It doesn't get any worse. Like, you were forced to have us on. Like, you should be privileged that we came here. You know, we stepped
into the heart of Bankstown.
I know, into Bankstown. You guys would be lucky if I leave you and your suburb alive by the time.
And we didn't even get real coffee.
Oh, no, not real coffee.
All right, boys, noted. Okay, noted. I just, again, you're intimidating blokes. You got a chain around your neck. And look, I just don't even want to talk about the toothpick you have in your mouth.
You should put that chain around his neck and I'll stick this toothpick up his ass.
Stick it around my hair and shove it up.
Anyways, getting a bit tense here. Let's what are we talking about first, boys? Let's talk about.
Drink my water to calm down a bit.
Okay. You might need it for this pod. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the actual event. Let's start talking about the Australian pro wrestling scene.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the where it is right now, where we're standing right now in 2025. You know, it's going through a bit of a growth right now.
Yeah.
We got Ripley,
Grayson Waller.
We got a lot of Bronson Reed now, part of that new faction, up and comer.
Even Daniel Vito was not long ago.
Yeah. He was fighting in NXT. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Working with All Japan now as well.
Yeah. So great things coming out of Australian pro wrestling. Where do you think it stands right now? Are you happy with where we are right now in terms of Australian pro wrestling?
Look, I think where Australian pro wrestling is right now, like, you look at the world scene, wrestling has never been hotter. Like, wrestling's where it was back in the late 90s. We've had such a massive turnaround in the last, 5 years since COVID? We've come out of COVID.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of it's due to you and I.
Well, it helps.
Let's be real.
And a bit of other, wrestlers.
That's
the wrestlers we just named. But anyways, they can continue.
It's great, honestly. Like, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan. It's a great time to be a pro wrestler. Like, things are definitely on the up and up.
Did you ever think it would get to this stage where it is right now?
Look, it would be a dream, obviously. Like, you would think as a child when we were watching wrestling, it wasn't a big thing. You were part of the weird kids if you liked wrestling. So to see so many other weird kids enjoying wrestling, it is a beautiful thing. Maybe so. I think it's great where it's at. I think it's done well. I think there's a lot better to come. And I will say this, Australia has a lot of hidden talent. I know that you talk about Rhea Ripley and Grayson Waller and Bronson Reed. They're all
sorry, Vin. I know you're not used to podcasts, but if you don't mind coming closer to that mic,
fine.
Much appreciated.
Apologies. But as I was saying, don't interrupt me again, okay?
No, it's all good, man. I just want people to hear your ugly voice, that's all.
Watch your mouth, boy.
Okay. But that's fine. I was talking to your
You're not so intimidating after all, boys.
Oh, okay. It's cool.
Okay, no, it's all good. It's cool.
It's cool.
As
I was saying,
Anyways.
before I was rudely interrupted, I think there's a lot of hidden talent in Australia. You guys have just seen the tip of the iceberg. There are so many good wrestlers, male and female, doing great things on the local scene. Yeah, the goal is to get to the WWE, but I think our goal as professionals is to also make the Australian scene something special. Make people want... If 80,000 people can go to a stadium and watch the WWE, why can't we get bigger numbers like that in Sydney on a Saturday night for a pro wrestling event? The market is there. Our job is to make people want to buy this and invest in this.
And Australia's got a very heavy history in pro wrestling. Like, you look through the 70s and 80s with you guys like Mario Milano, Ron Miller, Ken Dunlop, Wayne Pickford. Australia at one point was the number 3 territory in the world for pro wrestling. Like the NWA champion would be out here regularly defending his heavyweight title.
Correct.
Like you'd have guys come out, Flair would come out, Roddy Piper would come out, Harley Race would come out. Big names drawing big numbers, and it was big numbers in every state every day.
Yeah.
Like wrestling was somewhere in this country every day, and national television.
I think on that, going further, I think a big part of what was good about that was it was very cultural. You had the Sheik, you had Spiros Arion, you had Mario Milano. It was very culturally divided. So you get the Greeks against the Italians against the Lebos. It was fantastic. But that's not a bad thing. This is what made it amazing because you backed your national hero. Like I remember my mum say she's got to Horton Pavilion and watch, Spiros wrestle. It was a great time. I do think that's probably what is lacking in Aussie wrestling today because even when you look at, you guys are a footy podcast, teams have a very big cultural affinity. Like it's not a racist thing. Canterbury Bulldogs, highly Arab affinity.
Yes,
that's correct.
You know, St. George, heavily Greek. I'm a South fan, which is I'm better than you guys. So that's,
that explains it all.
Probably explains it all. But but
that's why we were around in 1908 and you weren't. That's
true.
Okay.
That's
okay.
No, the Canterbury Bulldogs weren't
who
around.
do you go for?
I'm a South supporter.
Oh, good boy.
Yes,
that's
mate,
why I
that's
like
it.
you. Hey.
Self-supporters, hey.
And we have all our teeth, so don't have to go there, all right?
I'll give you that.
But then you look at how Melbourne and Brisbane treat footy as well, and it brings up a whole nother culture there as well because you look at Melbourne, you've got the Storm supporters, but then you've also got a bigger cultural thing when it comes to AFL as well.
Yes, that's
right. Like, people will die for their Abbies down there.
Yeah.
Like, same up in Brisbane. There's no reason why wrestling can't have that same ball sack behind it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you feel like the Australian scene has been recognised enough, do you feel like, are we there yet?
Look, I wouldn't say we're there yet, but it has been recognised because if the WWE are going to come out 2 years in a row and do live events on that, like, pay-per-views and Raw and SmackDown, there's obviously a market there. The hardest part for us, and I think it's our responsibility as performers, is to convert those WWE fans into Australian wrestling fans too. Because this is the grassroots that ultimately are going to feed up WWE. The one thing that I will say that I do like about the American system is they have that whole next in line program because they want people who are educated. Not just, I want to be a wrestler. And there's nothing wrong with that. I get it. But I like the fact that wrestling is like a shot at Hollywood. Let's be real. Okay? The chances of making it are slim. You want to have something to fall back on. I'm a very big advocate. I'm going to be honest now. This is the real me talking. Education is paramount. You need something to fall back on because you can invest all you want in wrestling. One injury, one, missed opportunity, you're done. There's no coming back from that. So, like, my advice to all the kids listening is make sure you stay in school, get an education. As cliche as it sounds, it is so important. Try and manage both because it's good. If you can excel in both, fantastic.
100%. There's a lot. Yeah,
I was going to say, we've proven in Australia you can draw crowds. You look at what Slam's doing in Canberra. They packed out 2,500 people into the basketball stadium down there. MCW in Melbourne packed out 1,500 in the ballroom they do. EPW is always packing out 1,000, 1,500 people
in Perth.
On
a regular.
That's crazy.
And I'm pretty certain they're running the same weekend that WWE is as well, and they're capitalizing on. You're going to have 80,000 people going in to watch. What is it? The pay-per-view.
SmackDown, Raw, Crown Jewel.
And they're going to capitalize and throw a show on and have the chance to get their fingers
especially
on 80,000 people.
When the fans are there.
That's it.
What do you think will be in 10 years? Do you even know where it's going to be, or is it one of those things where you can't track where it might be?
It's too hard.
I don't think you can ever pick it because I think all it takes is one thing that people don't like seeing on TV, and then wrestling will go out of fashion again. I think wrestling was hot in the 90s when you had the Attitude Era. When you had your stuff focused on over 18s. We're in a lot softer world at the moment.
Yeah.
In a lot
that's
more,
the word you're going to
Totally
use.
agree.
A lot more politically
Totally agree.
correct.
I totally agree. I'm not going to lie.
That's true.
That's why do you think the Attitude Era was as big as it was?
Mate,
There's things on there you'd never see these days.
100%. And all it takes is one thing to offend one person, and
comes crashing
The-
down.
People are
everything
very,
stops.
people are very
Look
soft
at
these
like
days.
for instance the Carlito thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Not too long ago with Oscar and
EO?
EO Sky.
Sky, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you boys
No,
saw it
fill
where,
me
where,
in, tell
where
me.
he ended up calling him Chinese, or so was that Chinese? Is that what it was?
He used he said something in their language.
Yeah.
And then it just
and then
it
they
was a
took
joke
it
and-
out of context and they said they
oh, he's
called him
been
a
racist.
racist, this and
It's
that.
very sad.
And then a lot of people in the comment section were saying, if people are saying this now, and these are the same people that are saying the attitude, they want the attitude era back, like. How does that work with each other? You know what I mean? How are you going to bring it back when you're getting salty over that small thing?
Oh, mate, look, we grew up in the 90s, so some of the stuff you used to hear down at the skate park, would have been completely thrown out the ball. Like, I think people just need to take a bit of concrete, harden up a bit.
Yeah.
and-
I think if you want to hurt someone and do something, you'd say a lot more malicious things.
Yeah,
than
that's-
than
100%.
that, you know.
Exactly.
And it's just. I think because Carlito was used to the way of the ruthless aggression era. You know, that's where he started, and that's where he built his character. And like that's how Vince McMahon used to roll. I mean, I know these days it's hard to get by this guy. It's hard to
I
back him up.
wrestled
But
I wrestled Carlito.
Did you really?
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
by a couple weeks.
Years ago.
Oh, I
sorry,
was gonna say.
years ago. 2022.
Okay.
Three? I
How
don't
was
know.
it?
Yeah.
After COVID.
Yeah, after COVID. Yeah, man, he was an absolute professional.
Yeah.
Like he was a gentleman.
I bet he
No-
was, yeah.
No complaints. It was a triple threat. So triple threats always go to shit.
Yeah,
as you
yeah,
can
yeah.
imagine. But he was. I can't say a bad word about the guy. He was a pro. He hit all his spots. He was nice enough to talk to, give you some feedback. I wouldn't have picked anything about
Was
him being
there
racist.
so since you mentioned Carlito, was there a big difference to him, who is a WWE wrestler, to the athletes you have versed along the years?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Look, probably yes. That definitely there's a difference. Besides the fact that he's like 3 times my size,
Yeah.
right? And he's jacked.
Seems
as.
small on TV, but
No, he's jacked as
Yeah.
man. He's a big dude. Just the way I think Australians work in general is we like to plan a lot, and we want to. As you say, you want to get your shit in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I think with him it wasn't so much planned. We had a few things and it all went out the window. So you need to learn how to work. And you need to
100%
learn
on the
how
fly.
on the fly, man.
Yeah.
So it was a baptism by fire. So it was good. It wasn't like not my greatest match, but I had fun.
well, at least you got to fight with Carlito.
Yeah, he just didn't
share the
spit
ring with
apple at
Carlito.
me because I'm like, that's not happening. Like, I'm gonna kick your ass. Spit that apple at me.
Well, just backtracking, boys. I want to get to know you guys as pro wrestlers. How did the obsession for pro wrestling start?
You go first.
For me, it started when I was like an ankle biter. Like wrestling is something I've loved for 35, 36 years. Like, I can't tell you exactly if this is my first wrestling memory, but my first wrestling match I ever watched. But my earliest wrestling memory was something to do with Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's got to be somewhere in the 89, 90.
It's like the
and
golden age of pro
That's
wrestling.
it. Like,
yeah.
and then I've just been obsessed with professional wrestling ever since. Like going back and going to Blockbuster as a kid and renting the videos. Like I still remember renting SummerSlam '93 when you had Undertaker versus Undertaker. You had Brett versus Owen in the steel cage, which was amazing. Like the old pay-per-views where they had like the themes and the feeling behind it, and everyone had something to do with it, and wrestling's just evolved from there. And then I remember going my first Oz wrestling show. I think it might have been around 98, 99. My mum won tickets to an AWF show at Concord RSL.
Oh, that's where I had my debut.
Yeah. Main event that night, TNT versus Scarecrow, and it was like stuck in my head and was like, wow, there is pro wrestling in Australia.
Was my dad on that card?
No.
Spewing.
First time I saw your dad wrestle was in 2001. So Andy Raymond, who you guys know, has a lot to do with the NRL.
Yeah.
He put on the first ever Australian Wrestling Super Show, and it featured guys from all across the country. Like your main event that night was Mark Mercedes versus Jason Hilton for the IWA heavyweight title. Your dad, Rob Matrix, at the time wrestled Billy Cole.
Yep.
And there was so many great guys that I'd never seen before, and it opened my eyes up even more. And then 2005, I started training at the IWA Wrestling School under your dad.
Oh, okay.
And just learnt, and then here we are 20 years later, and
Still loving it.
Still passionate about it.
You never. I tried getting away from it. I'll be real.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the itch kicks in. Like it
There's
becomes
obviously
more than just fandom at some point.
Yeah. You got to let it out somehow, some way, and that's your vent is by fighting in the ring.
100%.
So, how about yourself, Vinny?
For me, I think it started more when I was a teenager. So in my, when I was 7, 8, 9, wrestling was big. Like we were saying in the 90s, like the Attitude Era, and everyone loved wrestling. Yeah. For me, I got into it more in about 2002. So I used to finish high school on a Thursday, and I had to go spend time with my grandfather. And used to be on Raw. Used to be on Fox Sports 2 at 4
I remember
PM.
those days.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I remember those days.
20 years ago. So.
We remember it on Fox 8. Sorry to cut you on Fox 8.
Yeah, it was on Fox 8. Yeah,
or
and
SmackDown was on
even
Fox
Raw
8.
as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I used to watch it on Fox Sports too, and it became habitual that we did this every Thursday. And in my teenage years, I was still into it, and that's when you start chasing tail, and your mates that wrestling's lame. I don't know. I kept watching it. I did the WOG thing. I finished high school, went to uni, got married, and I was like, what am I going to do for me now? And we were talking about this in the car, how I stumbled across AWE, which is another fed in Sydney. And they in Belmore, they were training in a gymnastics center right around the corner from where I was living. So
you got lucky.
Yeah, I'm going to go there. And, the rest is history. I just
was that the one on the corner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolute hole. I can't believe I survived that. But, it's where I started. And, I debuted a couple months later, and it just kind of snowballed. Look, let's be real. I'll talk honestly. It's never been my goal to make it to the WWE.
Okay.
I have other interests in life and whatnot, but I love wrestling. I can't step away from it. It's something that I'm passionate about. And I was saying to my good friend Ethan Hughz over here that sometimes it's not about wrestling. It's not about beating the other guy. Sometimes it's just about the camaraderie I have with
100%.
and a few other select people. It's what makes it amazing. The fans and the shows are just a bonus.
Yeah.
It's just, it could be worse. You could be out
100%.
doing, drugs, gambling, all this bad stuff in the world. I might not seem productive, but it is productive.
For sure. And even you say, how you're saying the goal is never to make a WWE. That's bigger than really 90%. I'm not going to say 90% of that roster, but you see a lot of people in that roster are doing it for the fame, doing it for, so that they can elevate their careers. So for you doing it just purely for the love of the game that's only admirable, to be honest.
Look, let's be real. I could have done the whole, I'm going to make this my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and do that. But I wouldn't have everything else I
Exactly.
have in my life.
Exactly. You need balance.
I've got a beautiful wife. I've got a beautiful daughter. These are the things I wouldn't trade for the world. I got a great career in marketing. You got to be all in. If you want to make it in wrestling, you have to be in it every day. You got to be in the ring a couple times a week. You got to be working shows every weekend. Unfortunately, for a guy like me and my age, it just doesn't work. But the passion is there. In a different life, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's no discredit to anyone that does that. It's just we all got to make choices.
Yeah.
It's similar how you want to turn this into a top tier podcast.
Yeah.
You go out. You can't just show up on a Tuesday night and go, all right, we're recording now. All right. Okay, all done for the week.
Yeah.
You need to go, all right, we're recording Tuesday. We're going to record something else on Wednesday. Let's get together on Thursday. Let's plan the following week.
Research.
Let's make sure, you guys are a footy-based podcast, so you make sure you've got 8 games you've got to watch every week.
Yeah.
Plus the follow-up shows. Then I'm guessing you're also watching the extra stuff on Matty Johns and Fox and all that sort of stuff. And it's you've got to consume so much. Same with pro wrestling. You want to make it in this business, you've got to be rolling around 2-3 times a week. You've got to make sure you're in the gym 6 days a week. You've got to make sure your eating's right. You've got to make sure you kind of look to go plan an overseas trip for 3 months and go, all right, where am I going? All right, I'm going to Texas this time. Come back. All right, where's my next trip? All right, I'm going to Japan. Do 3 months in Japan. Come back. All right, what's next? I'm going to try work to this show. What are my goals? If you want to succeed in this, it's like anything. You got to go balls to the wall. You got to put 110% in, or you can cruise along and then wonder why you don't get booked and no one knows your name, and
it's a commitment. It's
30 people on Instagram that follow you, which include your mum, and it's
hi, Mum.
wrestling's like anything. You get out what you put in.
For sure, 100%. And that's why you respect the people like people in the indies that are trying to make it, that are working sometimes they work like 3 shows a night or 2 shows a night. Yeah, it's crazy. Like the workhorse machines. At the end of the day, it's like I don't know how they do it.
Well, there's some people like I know the last PACIFICA show, I was meant to work there and then work AWE, and I'm like, dude, I'm not doing 2 shows. Like, I don't care how much you're paying me. Whoever got me first is where I'm going.
Exactly.
Because we get it's time consuming, and like let's be honest, like with rugby league, it takes a toll on your body. Like I'm in the gym most days of the week. I know I'm only a small guy, but like this is I like my I don't want to be big. I like what I am, but you got to eat right. You got to get in the gym. But the body can only take so much punishment at the same time. Like, it looks easy on TV, but like you go get, power bombed and choke slammed, a couple of times a night. It sucks.
I don't say like I've watched all the seasons of Tough Enough. I know that's just a small slice of what it is, but yeah, like that's crazy work that they, you put into even make one show, let alone like 3 shows a night or whatever it is.
Hard,
but I want to know about you guys. Like, how did you meet? Like, how did you make the Made Men tag team? How did it come to be?
You're asking the tough questions, bro.
We've known each other, we're at least 5 years now, 6 years.
I knew of you. I met you when I broke. So this is story time. You might not remember this. So my introduction to wrestling is like 10 years ago. Was I had just started that week, like gone to training, and there was Chavo Guerrero who'd come out for a seminar, and now I couldn't get in the ring because I haven't done anything. Yeah. So there was this seminar. He's like, "You're gonna come, just shut up, listen, and observe and learn." And you were at that, if I'm not mistaken. I met him there. Yeah. But then we kind of
we just keep in touch, and it's then your paths start crossing, and then as Vinny was saying, you only have a handful of people that you actually can count on. Yeah. Like there's a lot of people in wrestling, but do you really know friends?
Them? Yeah.
So. And Vinny's someone I've kept in touch with over the years. Like, we've shared the locker room a few times. We've had each other's back a few times.
Yeah, man.
And it's just 2 quality guys, know what we want, stay together, we have each other's back.
It's like the schoolyard.
That's
it.
You
You stick to your own kind. Like, we are in a similar position in life. We value the same things. We're on the same trajectory. So you hang with those sort of people. Yeah. And that's pretty much how Made Men came to be, because that's what we are.
And we're both very good at what we do.
Extremely good looking.
I tried
that part too.
Well,
no, I think you are. You're very good. You're a very handsome man.
Like a bulldog, yes.
No.
Well,
see,
look,
we go to the clubs, man. Like, I'm the one pulling him off, like, out of there. Like, the girls, please, like.
Yeah, well, look, it seems like you got a great connection. You may not be always liked, especially at your shows.
I don't understand why.
Yeah, but I don't care about like.
Well, I couldn't pinpoint it either.
We get paid all the same, whether you like us or not. We don't give stuff.
And then we've always got our backup as well. Yeah. Like, every time, whether it's Achilles watching our back, he's got to spend some time down south.
Oh, we got history with Achilles.
I know you do.
Yeah. Oh, we still got unfinished business.
He sends his regards, right?
Yeah, that's it. He's on a small holiday.
Hey, Achilles. We're waiting for you.
And we've also got a couple of other guys that are watching our back as well. And it's...
Hey, just, man, like they say, when they think they know the answer,
we change the question.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of having each other's backs, you both got singles matches at Tribal Warfare 2. Yep. You got Osama Hussein, who we happen to know. Yep. Great wrestler. Shout out Osama Hussein. And who do you got?
Osama Hussein. He is a great wrestler, no doubt.
Yes.
I don't know if you caught the last show. I beat him.
Okay, it was a tough one.
No, it wasn't. No.
It was a tough one.
Power of the bunch is always.
Nonetheless, you got Osama Hussein, you got K Prince, okay?
K Prince.
Now, will you have each other's backs? Will you play dirty? I know you probably won't say it here. I know how you play, but
play dirty.
But I know how it works.
I know
how it works.
As a Canterbury fan, you should know that. Winning is winning.
Okay. Look. I'm just saying. It's a fair question to say.
Look, the $1 million question is, the ref can only count and call what they see. They don't see anything.
Hey, no harm, no
Nothing's
foul.
wrong.
Well, I hope Osama squashes you. I'm just saying it right here, right now. I know. I'm so happy this table's wide enough so that way he can't reach out to me. But I'm just kind of hope. I kind of hope.
Listen. Let's just put it like this, right? Do you remember the year 2014?
Yes.
You do, right?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
You remember that grand final?
Yeah.
You remember what happened?
Yeah, I remember.
Same thing's going to happen.
Okay.
Made Men, Canterbury Bulldogs. South Sydney, Canterbury.
Oh, we'll
Osama
see how it
K.
goes.
Prince. It's all done, bro. It's going to be like that all over.
Okay,
So get your
okay.
tissues,
Do you
prepare
have
the
any
arm, bro.
words for your opponents?
You want to go first on this one? I'll give
Words for my opponents.
Who is KC Prince?
K. Prince.
K.E. Prince.
Very talented young man. Arab boy, very, very talented. You know, looks like a prince, dresses like a prince. I'm going to bury him like a prince too. That's my words, okay? I'm going to give him all the trimmings.
Any words for the people that are going to be there? What to expect on this show?
What you can expect at Tribal Warfare 2. It is going to be such a good show. You are going to see some amazing talent. You are going to see the Ripper Ethan Hughz go face to face with Osama Hussein, one-on-one. I tell you now, Osama, I am not holding back on you, Sunshine. Any given day of the week, I have got this. We have got this.
It's all over.
It's all over.
We'll see
And
what
then when I'm
happens.
done with
2-0.
him, Toa, I'm looking at you for your tribal heavyweight title. I want that around my waist. I want that on my bookshelf.
Do you actually think you can win a world title?
Shut your
Are you
face.
kidding me?
We
Bro,
did
we
this as
walked
a
in
favour.
disrespected. Now we're going to be leaving disrespected.
You
Do you know how
couldn't
many-
even get the name
I
of the
just
Fed
call it-
right when we walked through the front door. And
I
you
just
turned
call
the
it the way
camera
it
on.
is. I
Do you
just
know
call
how
it the
many
way it is.
championships we've won between us? Do you have any idea?
Okay, how many? How many?
How many you won?
One?
No, I've won like 7. Thank
I'm
you.
at
What have you
about
got?
6.
Yeah, so that's like 13 between us.
Plus
Okay,
the whole
I
heap of
bet,
tags,
I bet you both interfered to win those titles. Were they singles titles? Were they
Singles titles.
Singles
I
titles.
bet you interfered in his match and you interfered in his match. Oh, that's all I'm
Incorrect.
saying. That's how you won the title.
Won the EWA title. I kicked the shit out of Scotty Paulo.
You did.
I did that. Yeah, I remember that one. I beat Ali Vyas for the AWE title.
That
That,
was
guy
a big
was
one.
in.
That was a big one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I beat 5-Star Flash for the FWA title. Oof, that was a big one too, man. I've done some good stuff.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. If that happened, which I'm sure it happened, I'm sorry that I might have assumed, but I don't know. You just
You
give
didn't
off that
mind,
vibe
you
that.
did, but that's okay.
Yeah,
We'll
okay,
forgive
okay.
you.
No, that's all good. Anyways, let's change it up.
What
now.
happens when you assume something, Vinny? I keep
I
forgetting.
think we take those boots and stick them up his ass.
That's
but
very
that's all
close to it.
Anyways, let's move on to let's talk about what's happening in the pro wrestling world. Saturday night's main event. Let's be quick with it. Let's talk about Goldberg, his retirement match.
Yeah.
What happened there, boys? Did you enjoy the match? Did you happen to see it?
I did that. That was a good match between Gunther and Goldberg. It was a very well good match.
We don't see that much of Goldberg. A 15-minute match.
Yeah, that's it. And you know what? He looked amazing.
did
Like,
look
and the
amazing.
guy's he's almost 60. I think he was 57.
I think he's 57,
58.
58.
Really?
Yeah, he's still in
And
good shape.
he's still looking like $1 million.
Yeah.
Like
You boys got some work to do, man. If Goldberg's looking like that at 57, you guys got to get yourselves in the
Got a long
gym.
way to go, mate. What do you think about his promo getting cut off, his retirement speech? You
look,
think there was ill intent into that, or just air time?
time's time.
Yeah.
I think they could have done released something a bit longer on the .com or
Instagram.
released here on was it Netflix? They put on Netflix
Yeah,
here.
Netflix, yeah.
They could have had something extended for Netflix.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sure the guy's going to get his flowers at some point. If anyone deserves it, Bill Goldberg's definitely up there.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't deny, like they say, the best in wrestling is the guy who draws the most money.
Yeah.
There's no doubt Goldberg has drawn more than his fair share time and time again.
that's right.
So
And was it his rookie year when he won the world title, beating Hollywood Hulk Hogan in a sold-out Atlanta
Oh, that was
Superdome?
crazy. Watch that match.
Like,
Man, watching that was nuts.
Yeah.
Like the crowd itself.
that's it. And, mate, they
Yeah.
put that on Nitro. They didn't even save that for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
imagine the money they would have made on
That just
pay-per-view.
shows you the war that was going on at the time between them and Monday Night Raw. You're putting on the big matches on just a Nitro.
yeah, but maybe strategically that's why it was on Nitro to sell the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you want to see maybe their pay-per-view numbers went through the roof as a result of that. God, I hope that's the reason.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah,
it's absolute
100%.
stupidity. Yeah.
But in terms of the actual match, do you think Gunther should have lost against Goldberg? Do you think
absolutely
Goldberg
not.
should have won?
Absolutely not. Goldberg's not going to make the towns like Gunther will. Like, I'm pretty certain it was Clash in the Castle last year, where I can't remember who Gunther wrestled that night, but
Was it Drew McIntyre? Or am I really behind?
I can't remember.
Last year, Gunther?
Last year.
Who was it? I think it was
Was it for the IC title or something?
I can't
No, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But
Too.
I remember listening on
back
commentary, and they're going, like, you could see on Gunther's chest, he was all still red. from
All the
chops
slaps,
and all
yeah.
that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But
ask me about that
they,
later.
they
I
were
got something for you.
saying he'd wrestled, defended his title against this guy, this guy, this guy.
Yeah.
This was like his 4th or 5th match in a row leading up to that pay-per-view that night.
Yeah.
Like, the man is a workhorse. What he's done for the IC title, holding that for 666 days, what he's done as world champion, like, the guy looks great. You look at how he looked 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then,
And his body transformation, like, he deserves to be a world champion and deserves to have that prestige behind him. They definitely made the right choice keeping Gunther as heavyweight champion.
I totally understand, but I feel like I know what happened with Seth Rollins happened. He injured himself, but that was after. Oh no, so that was before. That was before. My bad. Yeah, I'm getting confused. So that was before. So I feel like, look, after those circumstances, I know that couldn't happen. But as you were saying it last week on last week's pod, he should have cashed in. He should have won the belt, Goldberg, and then Seth Rollins cashed in on Goldberg to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
You should go book.
Oh, yeah,
You should
is
go
it
book.
not a
Like,
great
when you said it, I'm
storyline?
like, you know, I'm trying to argue with you because I don't like you, but I'm like, I can't disagree with him on that. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but like whatever happened. Oh, I don't know what's happening with Seth Rollins. He's going for MRIs right now, but yeah.
Look, the thing is, when you leave the business, it's your duty to put the next guy over.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
you know that's pretty much how it is.
It's,
Like
it's very rare to see someone
Well,
go
he
out
did-
on top on their way out.
Didn't he bury Bray Wyatt? Didn't he win the Universal Championship?
Kevin Owens he beat for.
Wasn't it Bray Wyatt?
No, he beat Kevin Owens for it.
Didn't he?
No, that was
I don't know.
Right, so we're talking about Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens, was it?
no.
Nah, back. I think that was at one of the
Was-
Saudi shows.
when
Was it Goldberg beat him for the
Hey, Goldberg, I think Bray Wyatt.
I think he beat him for the Universal.
Who,
Bray
Goldberg?
Goldberg.
Yeah, I think Goldberg.
Let me fact check it right now.
No, I think you're
actually
right.
right.
You're right,
Yes,
because-
Goldberg did defeat Bray Wyatt.
And everyone was having a go.
Yeah,
Crown Jewel,
Lost the
yes.
Universal Championship
That's
to Goldberg.
correct, yeah.
It was
2020
Bray-
Super
Bray
Showdown.
Wyatt, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, but then you look at after Kofi Kingston won the belt at WrestleMania,
Against Daniel Bryan.
and then he had a great run, and then he wrestled Brock on the first SmackDown,
in Japan.
and
Was
it
it in
was
Japan?
Oh, it was a squash match. No.
it was
It
4
was
seconds.
yeah.
Charge, catch, throw, 1, 2, 3.
It was actually disgusting. Like he had that big moment, then the next night, bang.
Sounds
There's
like a
no.
good night's work to me, bro.
I mean, I know that's the way you boys roll, anyways.
Man,
So,
far out.
but yeah, that's it's good. In hindsight, it's good that he put the younger guy up. you know?
You got it.
And there's
Yeah.
always a reason why you do something as well. Like 8 out of 10 times, we don't just do things for the.
There's
to
a
get
reason.
There's a reason
There's a
behind
reason.
Yeah.
We might not even know it sometimes, but
Yeah.
we have to trust who's, running things upstairs to know where they like. Sometimes you get your creative and you're like, let's be honest, like there's been so many times where I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing it? But then 6 months down the track, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
it.
it
It
all makes sense.
Right,
It
right.
comes full circle. Yeah,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
I get it now. Yeah.
Finally, CM Punk, he's got a title shot against Gunther at SummerSlam. Is this the moment, since CM Punk's return, he finally gets that world title? Or would you let Gunther keep it?
I'd like to see Gunther stay as world champion. I think there's a lot more that can be done with him as world champion. Don't get me wrong, CM Punk gets the reaction, he gets the money, he gets all that, which makes sense for him to be a world champion. But I'd like to see Gunther go over for that.
Really?
Yeah.
But he had a lackluster World Heavyweight Championship run like previously. So like, I don't, what else does he have to offer? I mean, would it be better? I don't think so.
I think it'd be better for his career to have
Beat
CM Punk in his hat.
I don't know, man.
Look, people argue that his reign was bad because it was always Jey Uso constantly. So maybe the fact that he's maybe going to get these new wrestlers.
It was Jey Uso for what? Realistically, when you think about it, a month,
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah, it was
Like, it
bad.
wasn't
That's
like it
a lot
was.
of rain.
Yeah, like I think he had some great matches leading up to it, and he looks. And as I said, he looks the part in the ring.
Nah, he does. He
Like,
stands up. Done
and
100%.
He has some great matches. For such a large human being, he is such a hybrid.
Yeah.
Like he can outpower you. He can come off the top rope. He can take you down to the mat and choke you out. Like he's got such a
He's
great game.
Kane of modern day.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
He's a very classical fighter. Like he reminds you of the fighters that used to fight back in like say like the 70s or you know.
I see that.
He's very traditional in the way
Yes.
he carries things in the ring. So which is good, but I don't know. But like burying CM Punk, putting Gunther over CM Punk.
Is it burying him though? Like if they
What
go,
does CM Punk get out of it? But
if they go out there and have an amazing 15, 20 minute
20-minute match.
20 minute barn burner, throwing fists, wrestling, taking you on that emotional ride that we all want, is it really
Is it a loss?
Is it really a squash?
Yeah, 100%.
Like look, to pull the curtain back a tiny bit, you've either got to you go over or you get over.
yeah,
That's right.
And you can still get over losing. Like
no,
either way.
But I feel like CM Punk wouldn't like. He's already over. Like regardless.
he is, so he doesn't need a world title.
Yeah, 100%. I get what you're saying. Fully
Like the nostalgia
understand.
would be amazing.
Yeah,
but he
like
doesn't
with him
need-
with the the World Heavyweight Championship, like on the next night on Raw, crazy.
To
But-
go where you said, to pull the curtain back a bit, right? Sometimes the title is more of a prop to get that person over. So to what you're saying is, do CM Punk really need it?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Maybe
Yeah.
Gunther does need that to solidify himself as a serious champion. You know, would you love to see CM Punk win it? Of course. Money-wise, strategic-wise, business-wise, it's not a bad idea because you got to remember, he's got, a following from comic books. He's even got a following from UFC, whether you want to, like...
whether it was-
Oh, he had a great run, didn't he?
but people want to see him. So putting a belt on him, it's going to draw more revenue.
Yeah.
But who are you going to invest in more? Gunther might not make you money today. Not saying he doesn't, but he might make you more money by putting this on him in the long run than CM Punk can make today by putting a championship on
Well,
him.
look, if that's the case, if Gunther gets put over CM Punk, what happens with CM Punk? Like, what do you
Where
think?
to
This?
from here?
Yeah, where to from there?
I don't know. I don't even know why you'd still want to do it at that age. To be fair, so I don't know. Did he get the Mania spot that he wanted? Did he?
He
get
did.
That?
He got night one.
He got night one.
Yeah.
He got night one.
Okay, I don't agree with the night one, night two thing.
Oh
I
yeah,
hate
yeah,
that.
that's
I hate
all.
that. It's not. That's
That's
not
the
Mania.
only thing I agree with you on.
Yeah,
See,
no,
yeah,
see,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
stupid. Like, there's
Yeah.
one WrestleMania. It's one day. Who is main eventing that day? That's what's important to me. Forget night one, night two. I hate that crap.
And now SummerSlam's night 1 and 2 as
Yeah,
well.
I don't
They're
agree.
See,
extended it.
I'm on a different boat than you are.
Okay.
I do like 2 nights of WrestleMania. I don't like how they're extending 2 nights in the SummerSlam. I think that's silly. But I look at it and think, all right, you've got 2 nights of WrestleMania. You can put on 2 quality 3-hour shows. You look at what AEW did last night or the night before. They ran a 6-hour.
All In.
A 6-hour
too
pay
long.
per
Yeah, that's too
It's
much.
too long.
Like 6
hours,
hours
yeah,
is a
that's heaps.
long
That
time.
is too much.
What do you
And-
think the ideal time is? Sorry to cut you off. What do
2
you
hours.
No, for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
For the whole pay-per-view. For
Oh,
all in
if, are you saying a
Texas,
WrestleMania?
Yeah, it's WrestleMania. How long?
Okay, WrestleMania. I'll say 3 hours.
3 to 4 hours.
I think four.
I think 3.5.
Like,
4
traditionally, I
hours
think it was a
maximum,
3.5, 4 hour.
Yeah. That's why they.
And you know what? It kept people in the seat. Like you don't burn your crowd out. You get that's 6. By the time you get to 6 hours, and the style that AEW do as well, the crowd has seen so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you burn. Like I get gassed watching some of their shows because it's like there's so much stuff put into it, and it's like boom, 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 and it's like.
You get fatigued.
Yeah, like your brain takes 0.25 seconds to register something before you realize it's happened, right?
Yeah.
When you throw 50 is too much. You throw 10 things in a 5-second period, you don't register what's happened. Like I tell the young guys, they throw a heap of punches and chops and blah, 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 blah. The crowd doesn't realize that's happened. You throw one big punch.
Bump.
Ooh.
The spots.
Like, if you're a small guy wrestling the big guy, you might throw some little ones, and then the big guy won. Because it's what you register. I give you one punch, whoa.
Yeah.
You throw... Or what does a move mean after you kick out of it 17
Yeah,
times?
yeah, that's what it
talking
is,
about
and
this.
that's
Go
what's
back to
happening
super
these
kicks,
days,
DDTs.
anyways.
Yeah, we were watching. We're not going to name names. We were watching like a very prominent wrestler, something he was doing yesterday, and I was like, I don't get this because you've taken a Canadian destroyer, a super kick, and you've gotten up like and nothing has happened, and then clothesline the guy. And it's like, I get there's a style for that and there's an interest. It's not my preference. Like, some people like, McDonald's, some people like Hungry Jack's, some people like KFC.
Yeah.
That's not my style of wrestling.
Yeah,
Like he says, I want to do something and I want it to mean something. Because as a performer, what annoys me is then your expectation as a fan is so much higher than it needs to be. There was once upon a time when the leg drop was a finisher. Now I hit like 5 of them a match because they don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like we have done so much button smashing Mortal Kombat. Like wrestling is like that now, where you can just throw, punch, and nothing happens. It's meaningless.
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
Are you judging by what you just said? What do you think about, say, when you watch WWE or any pro wrestler that is when they kick out of a finisher? Do you think it should happen? Obviously,
it's got to mean something.
something.
It's got to mean
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
All right, argument's sake, I watch it in the main event. Let's say Gunther kicked out of the jackhammer last night. All right, that means something. But he kicks out of the jackhammer. The match before it, someone kicks out of the GTS. Match before that, someone kicks out of the FU. Someone before that. Like, if everyone's kicking out of everyone's finishes, is it really a finisher?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Or is it just we came close?
Like look at the attitude adjustment or the FU.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
if you're gonna, you want to tease me with it, tease me.
Yeah.
But don't just give it to me and go, oh.
The problem is you see it on like a WrestleMania where they have like 3 false finishes each and they'll kick out of the move like 3 times. Then, okay, I still think it's stupid, but okay, like it makes sense. But when you see it in like on an indie show here and it's like, oh, he kicked out of my finisher and then I've kicked out of his, it's a bit like, it doesn't mean anything now. It's you've buried yourself. Yeah. So sometimes like if I know like I'm not going over, then I'm not doing my finisher. There's no need.
I remember there was a match, John Cena, Roman Reigns, I think No Mercy, I'm pretty sure. John Cena done like 6 attitude adjustments. Yep. Roman didn't kick down every single one of them. Roman did 1 spear, he won the whole match.
Well, there you go. What does it say about
Cena?
What about recently? Cena versus Orton, their last match in St. Louis. Backlash?
Backlash, yeah.
Kicked out of RKOs, attitude adjustments, all match. Yeah. I mean, given they might know each other's skill sets.
Because it's on that grand stage and it's meant
and
it's
that
retirement
main event as well.
I can live with it. But when you see guys like doing it on a lower level, and even on just that's a different pay-per-view because Cena's retiring. It's the last time he's going to wrestle Orton. That's fine. Yeah. But if you see it on like say it was like, just a general match.
Like Jey Uso, how many super kicks does he do before? Like every time he does one these days, someone's kicking out of it.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Exactly, that's what I mean. It's the word is finisher.
Yeah, that's it. And I say to a lot of guys as well, when you've got to go out. We're not on national television. We don't walk down the street and go, oh, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so.
Maybe not you.
Well,
hey.
I keep to myself a lot.
Hey.
Anyway, like, people don't know that you'll finish anyway. You're just throwing big moves. No one cares about that because no one knows that you're finished. If you go and you tease that leading to the match, if your finish is a DDT, you spend the match trying to hook that DDT and drop it. You might get close, you might hook it. Something happens. You might hook it, go for it, but the guy holds the rope and doesn't hit. By the time you hook it, hit it, and get that 1, 2, 3,
you're built up to that moment.
People know that you'll finish because you've told them that you're finished.
And that's a good story to tell in a match that you can now follow along mentally and be like, I get what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So you can get behind it.
Now that's that lost. I feel like we're starting to lose that now in pro wrestling.
I agree.
All the points we just said, like as if that's even a conversation. Like kicking out of finishes. No one should be kicking out of finishes, in my opinion. For the right reason, yes. Certain spots to put someone over, 100%. But I don't know. It is what it is these days, isn't it?
Yeah, well, man, the winners are going to be whoever's making the most money, whichever company's making the most money with their wrestlers. Like you watch indie wrestling, it's a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
But that's probably why indie is indie.
And that's it. And a lot of people do all that stuff to try and stand out when they send their tapes to the WWE or they send their tapes to AEW, TNA, New Japan, AAA, wherever you're sending your tapes to. Like, oh, he kicked out of this, he kicked out of that. A lot of those guys are looking back and going, oh, he's kicked out of this, he's kicked out of that.
Yeah, but hang on. Even like you get signed to the WWE, right? like, forget it. I get signed tomorrow. You think I'm going to be on Raw or NXT as Vinnie Vain? I'm going to be repackaged completely. They're
100%.
They're going to tell me what they might go to me. You're doing a Stone Cold Stunner. I'm like, fuck, really?
Yeah.
But like, if that's what I'm getting paid to do, I'm going to do what they're paying me to do. Like, all these moves, like, I'm a firm believer of they can teach you all that. Like, your journey's written in the stars. Like, you obviously you can have some input, but you know, all this fancy stuff, it don't mean anything. Like, you got to be coachable, you got to be, you know, dependable, reliant.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, all that stuff. Like, it does show athleticism, yes, but then sometimes they do look at it and they go, why would you do that? This was dumb.
Yeah.
You know, like, this makes no sense. Like, we get feedback, like, you know, we're in talks with people to go places, and it's like, you know, this wasn't, like, I might send this in and go, this is great, I like this. And I get the feedback was like, this was rubbish.
Yeah.
Here's why.
Yeah.
I was like, never thought of that.
Like, and when thinking about finishing moves, anything in the world can be a finishing move as long as you build it. The guy who's taken it sells it. Like, you look, there's a young kid in NXT, Miles Bourne.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting the drop kick over as a finishing move, a standing drop kick.
Yeah.
And the crowd pops for it when he hits it.
Yeah.
Like, you look at Mark Henry with the world's strongest slam.
Yeah. I remember Mark Henry.
It's not a
too good,
massive looking move.
Yeah.
But when you get a 400-pound man like Mark Henry, who he hits it and he protects his finish, and no one kicks out of it.
Yeah.
Like, in 2 years, I can say he's built this move for 2 years. When someone finally does kick out of it, it's like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It creates a big moment.
It
Yeah,
does.
definitely a
It
big
actually
pop.
does.
Like, but argument's sake, he starts using it in week 1. Someone kicks out of it at week 3.
Yeah.
Is it really a finishing move?
Becomes useless.
But also, I've changed my finisher quite a few times. Like, I've probably had like 5 in my
Wow.
career, dead set. Like, I've changed it so many times to adapt to my wrestling style. What's easy? Like, sometimes doesn't, like, I was doing things that were so complex where I'd do like a Destino, like, you know, that move Naito does.
Oh, yeah.
I used to do that. And the thing was, if the guy doesn't base you properly, if you don't get enough turn, you're either landing on your head, coming down wrong. I'm like, some of the things you do, you can't, you got to be able to execute it anywhere on anyone.
Yeah.
And it needs to be like, so my advice, never rely on the other guy to get it done, because it's going to fail. That's like, now I got like a famouser, because you can't screw it up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if I
absolutely.
gave it to this bloke, he can't screw it up. It's
Exactly.
like, bend over and just take a bump. You know, like, I don't have to rely on anyone for it. They're the best kind of finishers. Like a stunner, easy.
Yeah,
You know, like, you think of even the AA, like
The attitude.
It's a flip.
But he's just gonna throw you.
Yeah.
You just bump. Like,
Do you feel like that's the hardest thing about what you guys do, is like protecting each other?
It's a big part of it. It's you've got to rely on. Like, I'm putting my body in someone's hands. I'm putting my next day in somebody's hands. Like, someone does something that not the safest way.
Yeah.
Is either me picking up my little girl tomorrow morning or spending the night in hospital. Like, there was an incident, was it last year or the year before? Some guy thought it'd be a good idea to use a vertebraker as his finish.
Ooh.
We know how they go.
He dropped the guy square on his head.
Oh.
He's only just started walking in the last maybe 6 months.
Wow.
What else?
Like, for dumb egotistical shit, where we're not professionals. Like, yes, it's called professional wrestling. Yes. But we don't do this Monday to Friday. We don't do this 40 hours a week.
it's not paying our bills.
Yeah.
That's it.
I agree.
Like, if you're putting your life in someone's hands and you can't do something right and it's going to cost them a paycheck next week, don't do it. Like,
Just don't do
it
it.
angers
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is the media to pick that up and go, oh, what wrestling, you say? All right, well, it looks like we need a commission for this. We need to start checking who's trained, who's not. We need to start going to every show and making sure everything is perfect. And don't get me wrong, it's what it should be, but it's like wrestling shouldn't be hard. It really shouldn't.
Yeah, I love that saying. It's not meant to be hard.
Like,
Yeah.
it's what we train for. It's what we work out for. It's what we think about. It shouldn't be something where I've got to risk not being able to go to work on Monday
Yeah.
I'll go
or picking
further.
my daughter up.
Yeah.
I'll go further with that. Like, it's, you know, when we say professional, it's not our, like you said, it's not our 9 to 5. but we conduct ourselves as professional. And like, we don't get along with everyone. Like, take made men aside. We're not all happy families backstage. Like, there's some people you love and there's some people you can't stand the sight of. But if I have to work with them, like I have 100% trust that he's going to do right by me, and I will 100% do right by you, because I don't want anyone to get hurt. Might not like you, might not want to sit and have drinks with you after, but I don't want to see you hurt, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like you've got to really, and like I'll go and like it was a story, like I was in a match a couple months back where this guy came up to me and he wanted to do, it was pretty simplistic stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But to be fair, the things he were asking me to do, I'm a small guy, I weigh 70 kilos. Like I can do it, but I'm not going to guarantee your safety or mine. So I'm not doing it. He got a little bit pissy and I'm like, go back to the drawing board. Like come back to me with something else, because just because I can't put your spot over, you should be creative enough and professional enough to come back to me, with an alternative. There are always other ways to do things and get the same result. One thing I have learned the most in the last year is that I used to go out there and go balls to the wall and spot. And I've changed my style in the last year or so to do more character and make it make sense. And I'm happier, I'm safer, and the guy I'm wrestling is safer. But most importantly, it's so much more over than what I was doing 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's like, how do you keep who you are in the ring with safe while putting yourself over and them over? Like, I'm not gonna say, because I don't do it myself, I'm not gonna say it's the easiest thing, but those three factors is really like easy to master. I would reckon. But last thing, I really want to talk about.
I was gonna say
something else that happened on Raw. We actually forgot to talk about it. Roman Reigns.
OTC's back, yeah.
The OTC's
The
back.
OTC's back, man.
What do you reckon about that? Where does he fit in all of this?
I'm a massive Roman Reigns fan.
Okay.
Of course you are.
I don't think the guy can do any wrong. I think the guy makes money any time
He wants,
he
yeah.
wants to, which is why he has such a great schedule. But he's also a company man. He does exactly what he needs. I think we've got that great story that came out of WrestleMania where the wise man turned on the tribal chief and aligned himself with Seth Rollins. I think what we've got leading up from the show today, where there was the beatdown with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker,
yeah.
beaten down on
Sam.
Punk and
Jey Uso.
Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Roman comes out, backs up his cousin. Is he there watching Punk's back? Probably not, but you've got a story there. It's how it's going to get written from here. So you might get a triple threat now with Roman, Punk, and
Gunther.
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Jay,
sorry. Jay, sorry.
Leading
Jey Uso.
into
We got mixed up.
something with Braun, Bronson, and
Okay.
like it. There's so many stories you can tell from there. Even if it's just something like a battle on the mic between Roman and Paul Heyman.
That'd be crazy.
It'll be great.
They still have
be
unfinished
epic,
business.
that one.
That's it.
Yeah.
And like this whole bloodline thing's got so much more to go with it. You look at what's happening with Solo as well. You've got Tama Tonga,
Jacob Fatu.
Fatu.
Yeah, he's killing it, man.
Man, we need to be Islanders.
Tongaloa.
we're wrong.
That's it. No, I beat up Islanders.
That's
what I
right.
did.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Remember when I broke Scotty Paulo's arm?
Hi, Scotty.
I snapped his arm in a car. And then I beat the crap out of Pretty Rich as well.
Yeah, you did.
That was
you did.
I put him
We
in
should
a-
change our
I
name.
put him through a wall.
What should we change our name to? Like something where we just conquer the Islanders. I don't know.
That's
what we
it.
made men. We're taking over Pacifica.
That's
It's
it. I think
nuts.
I might as well be the king of Tonga right now.
Right. All hail the king.
King
Hail
of
to
Tonga.
thee.
I feel like 9 times out of 10, they smash the hell out of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you watching?
You just make
You
sure
haven't
you're
even
at the
been to a
next
show, mate.
You come to the next show.
I'll be
I wanna
there.
see
We'll
you
be
fight.
there.
I want you in the
We're all
front
gonna
row.
be there.
I will buy
We're all gonna be there.
three
We'll be
of you
there.
tickets to sit in the front row while we beat the crap out of JC Prince,
K.E. Prince.
K.E. Prince, Osama Hussein.
We're gonna look you right in the eye when we do it.
Okay. Man, no,
You better be there.
look, if that
Otherwise, I'm coming
happens,
back here.
I'm buying a lottery ticket.
As you
That's
should.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a lottery ticket.
Why?
That's it.
It's almost
Yeah.
a guarantee.
Nah, no way. Anyways, I'm just certain. I'm certain about Osama. I'm certain about KE Prince.
Yeah, you were certain about the 2014 grand final too, but look how that turned out. All right.
We're bringing up PTSD, eh, boys?
Yes, we are.
Marches on.
I'm gonna stop it now.
Yeah, well, I think
But well, look, on the Roman Reigns thing, I feel like with him coming back, that pop he got was crazy. By the way, that only the OTC can get that kind of pop. But I feel like even with the way he was looking at CM Punk, I feel like there's unfinished business there. There's something coming there too. So I feel like I don't know. I actually don't know where they're gonna head. I know with this Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed faction, that he's got something to do with it. But I don't know. Do you put say Roman Reigns Braun Breaker?
That'd be such a... Mate, you know what?
That'd be a
I'll
crazy
tell you
match.
right now, Braun Breaker is the future of pro wrestling.
Oh,
The
100%.
guy's got in his blood. You look at his dad and his uncle, the Dogface Gremlins, Rick Steiner, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Scotty's kid's just been signed to a NIL deal.
Yeah,
as
next
well.
in line. Yep.
And he's doing great things in college football. He's going to do great things in NXT and WWE when he gets his chance. But Braun is just a machine. Like they said, the way he hits the ropes at 23 miles an hour.
It's quick.
Very quick, yeah. You see,
That's just shy of 50 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
When you put it into
even the way he runs around that ring to spear somebody.
Into the
the
barricade.
guy is there's nothing he can't do in that ring, and he's gonna make millions of dollars, and he's gonna do so many good things for the business going forward. Him versus Roman will be amazing when it finally does happen. Like, it's going to be so good.
It's a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
Do you feel like that should happen, or should? I mean, it could both
Eventually.
happen, or do they prefer maybe putting him with like John Cena? As
Mate,
which one
you've got
is
12
better in
months-
terms of putting him over?
You've got 5 months of John Cena left.
Yeah.
So whatever you do inside that 5 months, you do. You're going to have Roman around for the next few years, I'm guessing. You've got time. Like, there's the way the WWE is doing things now, they've got the long-term storytelling. So it doesn't have to happen next week. It can happen in 7 months, 8 months, 2 years.
Yeah.
It's just a blank check.
That's it. And then what the WWE have done so well for so many years is those video packages. And,
Oh, mate.
we grew up
Yeah.
on a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes
the My
the video
Desire
package was
ones.
better than the match.
Austin Rock WrestleMania.
Yeah, the
My
My
Way.
Way clip. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Even that CM Punk one, this Fire Burns, the WrestleMania one.
Oh, this year's
Yeah.
one.
This one was a very good one.
Like you don't have to have something happen now.
Yeah.
Because you can retell the story.
Yeah, 100%. And again, Braun Breaker's onto bro. Imagine, like, I just came to my head now. Fatu Breaker. That's going to be a
It's
main
gonna be
event one day.
great. It'll be great.
That's going to be. They're going to be two of the
well,
biggest
they're going
faces
to be
in
the
the
two
company.
big face in WWE.
Yeah.
They will
That's
be.
where I can see it.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's a wrap up. I think we've covered all areas for this podcast. Boys, again, thanks for coming on. I know we'll kind of force to
pleasure
bring
is all
these
yours.
boys on, but
yeah.
guys, if you want to catch the Tribal Warfare 2 show by Pacifica Wrestling Federation, guys, the link is in the description. Make sure you check it out. August 16, it's all happening over there
At the King Tom Club.
at the
Denver
King
Pub.
Tom Club. Link, all the details are in the description with the link again. Make sure you go buy your tickets there. It's going to be a great show, great matches that are happening there. We're going to be there. So, yeah, guys, if you're new here, hit the like button, hit subscribe, comment down below. And I actually don't want to turn these cameras off in case we get bashed. But
For your protection, you should keep them on.
yeah, have a great night. See you later. Beautiful. That's a wrap, boys. Thanks, boys, for coming on.
I'm not shaking your hand.
Your hand out of my face. You know, like we're off the air, right? Like you come here, you invite us, to come on to help you with your business, and you
They
say
say
to
you
me,
don't want us around.
Yeah, we were forced into this. No, we were forced into
Nah,
this.
man.
And we were told to
Nah, I'm just saying it the way it is.
No, show some freaking
You say
respect.
it the way it is.
I'm showing respect.
I don't care about you, mate. I don't care about your stupid podcast. I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart. Like, Tuesday night.
Like I drove all the way to freaking Bankstown for
You
this
think I
to be
want this?
insulted by you and the Muppets. I'm good,
I
bro.
totally understand, but the way you come.
What's your problem, mate? Honestly.
Yeah, we're out, man. See you later.
Oh yeah, you want to walk in with a toothpick and walking with some chain standing up.
Show some respect.
Go. Get out.
See you guys on the 16th.
We'll see you at the fucking show.
Tribal Warfare 2.
Tickets, boys. What do you
We're not worried about
We'll see you at the show.
Ruben, you want to throw water on me? Make sure they leave. Make sure. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I don't want to see your faces there. I see you August 16th.